Hi, my peoples. How are you today? I'm coming to you on this Good Friday. Toast to you all. But I'm coming back to speak about writing. Um, and before I get started, I want to show you that this is real. I'm not. First, let me explain. Under this video, you'll see my name as Michelle McCoy. My name is Ayula Michelle McCoy, but I prefer Michelle. Ayula only comes in check form, put it that way. That's the only time that name is used. Because people have the tendency of butchering that name, although it's only 4 letters, but they butcher that name awfully bad. My writer's name, or should I say pen name, is LaFosa Murray. That name came about, and a lot of people ask me, okay, if your name is Michelle and you use Ayula, then what's going on with LaFosa? Okay, story time. When my mom was pregnant with me, I don't know why or how she came up with the name, but my name was supposed to be LaFosa Yatoka. Well, in 1994, my mom passed. And before she passed, and still well, not now, but for over 30 years, she only had one granddaughter, which was my daughter, and her name is Jasmine. I was in love with Jasmine Guy at the time. So, well, in love with her personality. So that's how my daughter got that name. But my thing was to grant my mom her wish. My father wasn't going for the name LaFosa Yatoka because he said, you ain't putting nothing on her birth certificate I can't spell. Being from the South. So my way of giving my mom her wish was making my pen name LaFosa. Murray came about, I didn't want to use my last name. But I used a name that had the same amount of letters, as you could say. And to show you that this is real, I am a real author. This is my book. LaFosa Murray. Like I said, it's published. It is on Amazon, on Books A Million, in Barnes & Noble, and also on my publisher's website, which is Outskirts Press. I'm on here today just to say that I didn't know that writing would become a quote unquote therapy session for me. I used it, I put my pain on paper. Now, this is my second book. I do have a first book, although I don't have one on hand, but it's also under the name LaFosa Murray. And I feel like it wasn't being it was my sense of release, as you can say. I use that as a release to I'm looking for the correct words. To soothe my pain, I guess you can say. And that's why I encourage anyone who has a story to tell, write it. Please write it. I've helped my sister write her book. So many people I've helped write, which is what made me come across to start doing this. You never know who you can help by writing your story. Your story might be similar to mine. It may be a little different. Your wording may be different. You never know. Tell your story. I encourage anyone. When a person comes and tell me, "Oh, I think I should," I always tell them, write it, write it, please write it. I have my team that helped me. Well, the team that even created this book cover, like all of this stuff, I want to tag them in these posts, so if you can utilize it to help you get your book done as well. My team at Outskirts Press, oh my God, phenomenal, very phenomenal. But the one thing I want you to remember, you're gonna have to do some investment. I mean, if you already have an Apple computer, that is fantastic. But this doesn't come by just, okay, you gotta pay to get this done. So I want to encourage anyone who is thinking about writing, because I can continue this book, although my next 2 books isn't a continuation, but I could really continue this book and make it a series, really. But don't give up on that dream. Don't give up on that dream. Write your book. And like I said, it's so much that I'm tired of working for other people and making them rich. And when I actually wrote, it wasn't even for profit, really, although I've made profit from my books, but it was just releasing it and letting it out. As you can see here, I have other businesses that I do. Although I do have a 9-to-5, and when I become more stable, not saying that I'm not now, but I want to be able to feel comfortable to leave my government job and to do this full time. Not just the writing, but everything else you see on this wall. I love to have fun, and I want to travel the world, and I love to hear people's stories. A lot of people call me just to tell me stories and to vent to me. So write your book. Please write it. Don't let anyone talk you out of it, because if it's on you, if it's really something that is on you, it's the reason that it's on you. Do it. It's because you need to do it, really. You can inbox me, leave me a message on this page. Make sure you subscribe. Leave me an inbox. I'm gonna put as much as I can on this channel to help whoever I can. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest author, but I know this right here was a sense of accomplishment. This. And you can Google it. You can Google it. I'm on Google. LaFosa Murray. I'm going to leave that there for now. And I'm hoping that you guys really, really, really go through writing. Like I said, sometimes just write it down. I had so many different pieces of paper with parts of this book written down. The thought will come to you. And I said, everything, write it down. And one way or the other, you're going to be able to get it into your book. This, from my first book to my second book. Well, I didn't say I was consistent with it because I didn't get started right away, because I had to, like I said before, I moved from New Jersey to South Carolina, and I had to get reestablished in a town that I knew nothing about. And I had to do that. If you read the book, you'll understand why. I had to get familiar with my surroundings, but then when I really put my head down and got focused, this right here, it was a must. Because I said, this right here could possibly help someone else. It really could. And you never know if your book can help somebody. So please, write. Join my group on Facebook, Let's Get to Writing. You'll find that also under LaFossa Murray. Anything in reference to this book is pretty much under LaFossa Murray. Let's Get to Writing. Request, because it's a private group. I'm not just allowing anyone to join it. I want someone who's really serious about writing their book to be in this group. So you can come on and request to be a member, and let's talk. Let's talk. But write that book. Write it. Don't let no one talk you out of it. Because let me tell you, my first one, the person I was dating at the time, oh, they tried to talk me out of writing that book. They tried to talk me out of writing that book. But it was in my spirit. It was in my spirit. I could not. You know when you do stuff just to appease someone? And I held back from it, but it was a burning in me that told me I had to write it. I had to. No matter how many fights or arguments it was going to cause, I had to do that for me because that was my sense of relief. So write that book. Please do. Hit the subscribe button. I'll be posting, and I'm going to be consistent in posting for you guys. I'm going to leave links so you can check it out for yourself. I try to help in the best way I can. I'm not asking for anything. I'm just trying to direct you in the direction in which I went to get this book published. I am in my local library right now in the city that I live in right now, which is Columbia, South Carolina. So subscribe. Message me. You can find me on Facebook. Let's Get to Writing. And that's what you should do. Get to writing.